morning everybody and welcome back to G's Tite Lines. So today you join me back again on the Exeter Canal. I've been joined by two friends today, father and son, Richard and Callum. So they've invited me along to fish today, so I've managed to hop up the A30 and get alongside the canal. So we've just managed to get ourselves set up and we are currently at, I don't know, so you'll know from the previous video when Ben caught the small perch, we're back there just by the boat, the Exeter University boathouse. So my method today, the water's quite muddied up, so we'll probably end up slinging some lures about later, but initially I'm just going to chuck out a dead bait, see if we can't winkle out a pike that way, and then this afternoon we're going to move along and Rich and Callum are going to take me along to another mark. So without any further ado guys, I'm just going to run through the setup that I've got with you quickly, and then I'll get the bait out and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a croc on the bank. Guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the recent subscribers. We are very, very close to 1K, guys. Really close. So if you're new to the channel and you're just watching this video, please make sure you hit subscribe. Please hit the bell for notifications. And let's get there for Christmas. That'd be a great present, wouldn't it? Right, so my setup for today is I've got a 2 3/4 pound test curve rod that I use for, it's just got a bit more power to it on the blank for getting the heavy dead baits out. And then I've got my old faithful Daiwa bait runners. On there I've got 20 pound Gardner copolymer line going down to a wire trace and size 4 treble hooks. But in terms of the rig I'm using today, so this is a 30 gram Drenham Esox Sepler float. Above there I've got a small bead, and further up the line I've got a float stop. Coming down from there, whoop, we've got another bead, and then a ledger runner down to a 3 ounce textured lead, swivel with a lead stop, quick link down to the wire trace, and these are some I quickly tied up last night with the size 4 trebles. So with the trebles, all three of those parts of the hook were barbed. So I've kept one barb for holding onto the bait, and the other two I've just crimped down. So bait wise, today I'm using some sardines, Morrison's Finest. So take the barbed part of your hook and stick that in the knuckle of the bait there, and that will hold it in nice and firm. These baits are still a little bit frozen actually. Okay, like so, and then the other one just up and in. So there you got your 2 trebles down to your wire trace, and this is the Gray's Predator wire. It's perfect for turning your trebles and making your hook length. So right guys, I'm going to get it cast out. I'm not fishing any poles today, so what I'll do is I'll just leave it on the rod on the bank with the bait runner activated, and then there'll be no tension in the line, because those of you that aren't familiar with pike fishing, one thing to really bear in mind when you're dead baiting with pike is as soon as a pike picks up the bait, if it feels any tension whatsoever on that line, it will drop it. So if you have the bait runner on, or if you haven't got bait runners, if you're using big pit reels, fish with a bail arm open, and that will just allow the fish to pick it up, take it away and eat it. But be on the bite, because what you don't want is that delicate pike deep throating that bait and then causing potential damage to the gill rakers. So you've really got to watch your line when you're dead baiting for the pike and make sure you're on the bite. Guys, I'm going to get this in. Hopefully we'll have one on the bank for you soon. Tight lines.
Filling my mind with these images, and it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't.
Right, one small tip guys, when you aren't fishing on poles and you've got the bait runner on, always put your spool off the ground so it's sitting on the bear arm, so that way if the fish does take and it starts to take line, your spool's not going against the ground. Little G tip. Right guys, this might be a false alarm, but both Rich and I have picked up the fact that my float is possibly sitting up and working towards that bank. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it for a second, keep an eye on the reel, and I might just give it a bit of a strike. Could be a false alarm, but we're going to have a look and see. Let's sat back down now. Don't think so. No, false alarm. It's that time, it's a false alarm, but there was definitely an inquiry there and there was a bit of movement, so put it back out in the same area, see if he comes back, eh?
Filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't.
Right folks, this mark hasn't produced a thing really. We've had a few sort of false indications. I think it was just fish maybe having a bit of a sniff, but nothing's really produced. So we're just going to pack away back to the car and we're going to head up that way to another mark, and in the hope that in the next hour or two we can produce a fish. That would be the plan. Guys, we'll see you at the other end, and thanks for joining us, Tite Lines. Right guys, so we've moved locations. And we've come up to this wider stretch of the canal now. I don't know if you can make it out, but my float's there mid-water. There's quite a deep boating channel goes across the middle there, so I've just lobbed the whole sprat out there. While that's fishing, I'm going to set up my rigged and ready Smuggler 5, and I'm going to put the bait caster on there, and some medium-sized lures, and just have a whack around some of that structure up there and around the channel, see if we can't winkle something out. So I'm going to get this set up and I'll join you in a minute. There's the Smuggler 5 all set up with the Abu Black Max all ready to go, steel trace on the end, and a red tip Fox Rage spiky shad. So let's see how we get on. Here we go, guys. So Rich has got a pike, just given me a call to say that he's got one on the bank. Gentlemen,
Boris, come here please. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
how are we doing? Was that on the bait or on the lure?
Bait. Just 3 lines.
Oh really?
Yeah, just 3 lines, just in front of that bush. Picture on there. Yeah, see.
Well done, gentlemen.
Well, we have to get one. I got a feeling it was on the float to start with,
Okay.
and then it just stopped moving about.
Right guys, so that was on a 3-line dead bait. I think I'm going to stop fishing up that channel and move up this way.
Well, all it was literally was just in front of that bush,
Oh really?
and I reckon that they're just moving up and down.
Yeah, under the cover.
Strong scent, because what I did with the float was I put it just over there,
Yeah,
and initially it was here, then the float moved up
yeah.
and stopped, and the float is set probably 8 foot.
Right, okay.
8 foot, something like that. Huh? No, he's at the bait, mate. He's at the bait away.
Right, let's get a picture of him, shall we?
I'll get my camera for you.
Yeah.
Right, so Rich has just had that one fish, and it was quite a nicely marked, healthy, fat fish actually. Went back really strong and healthy, which is always nice to see. So I've moved up a little bit to join the guys. I've got my dead bait out of this swim here, and I'm just casting the Fox Rage spiky shad on my rigged and ready Smuggler 5 just along these margins. Now I know for a fact these work here because I've caught on them before. So let's give it a go, see what happens. Right guys, I'm just casting out and working the lure towards this tree, and as I went out to lift then, it wasn't a big fish, probably a bit smaller than the one that Rich has just had. Followed it right up to the bank, so I'm hoping he's still there. One for Andy from Rigged and Ready, just to let you know, another angler was just watching me cast. I said, oh, that's a nice little rod, what's that? So I was just about to say, it's my Rigged and Ready, mate. And he said, is it a Shimano? So it's getting attention on the bank, Andy. They're certainly getting some attention. I just hope I get a bend in it now. We've got another fish on.
I don't know if you're going to pull that other rod out the way.
Has it got a line in the water?
Yeah, perhaps. Yeah, so
There
this
we
is
go.
only a small one, mate.
Where is he? Oh, there, I
down
see.
here.
Right, let me get down there without going in.
It's seen us now, mate. I don't know, the swell.
Yeah, might be a decent fish.
There it is.
Bending the rod.
Yeah, got sight.
Yeah, fair old back on him, isn't he?
I don't know, we'll see.
Ooh, big old head. That's not a bad fish, you know, mate.
Don't you think?
No. Possibly a high single, the size of his head. That's a double. That's a double, yeah.
Do you think so? Thank you,
Yeah.
Steve.
Have you got your unhooking mat?
Yeah, the unhooking mat's behind you. Callum!
Oh, that's a heavy fish, mate. That is a heavy fish. Mate, that's a double. That's a double all day long.
beauty. Thank you.
Size of that.
When 25?
No, that's probably 16.
I reckon about 15, 16.
Yeah, I reckon about 16.
You got your.
Have you got the scales?
Yes, I have. I will weigh that one.
Is that a sardine it took?
Yeah, I think he's almost unhooked himself as well.
Was it?
Yeah.
Those ones do it, G.
Yeah. Are you happy for me to scourge him for you?
Yes, please.
Oh, my finger's on his gill raker. Ow.
Oh, that's off.
Alright, come on then, mate. Whoa. Size of your. Ow.
Really big gob.
I'm a really big gob. Right, I'll tell you what, let's just put him in the water a minute. He's been out a while now. Just stick him in the net and let him have a breather. It's heavy, isn't he?
Look at the size of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let him have a sit and we'll get that hook out. If I'm stuck. Thanks, dude.
Is that what we came for?
That is what we came for. Right, so what we're going to do, guys, is let him have a sit in the net and recuperate. He'd been out a little while then, maybe verging on being too long, so we're just going to let him have a bit of a recovery and then try and get that hook out. Don't want to release him with that sitting in his mouth. And then we'll let Rich get some pictures with his trophy. Are you going to weigh him?
Yes. Yeah, the scales are there. And there's a sling.
Do you want to wet the sling?
There's a sling, I'll just chuck it in there.
Been peppered. That's off his gill rakers.
Aye.
Look, bleeding and it's not even my fish. That's dedication. Right, come on then fella, let's get this hook out. Right, he's the wrong way around for me. I need to come this side. Whoop, 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 whoop. He's a big old bird.
He came off the bike.
Alright fella.
Cover his face
Alright.
over with that.
I need to get that gill because otherwise he's facing the wrong way.
Is he?
Let's get the left hand in there.
Release it.
He is.
What
He's-
is that?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
He's got a hook in the back of his throat. We're just trying to get out.
Oh,
Come on then, mate. Open up. There they are.
well, good luck with it.
Thank you very much, mate.
Take care.
Okay, so we managed to get that double hook out of his throat, which is a great relief. He's been back in the net resting for another 2 or 3 minutes, and we're just going to get a weight on him. I keep saying him, it's definitely a female. The size of its head. I reckon
17.
I reckon 17 or 18. Gargantuous mouth on it, isn't it?
My 25 pound exclaimed estimate's looking a bit silly now. I just looked at his head.
Right. Go on then, mate, have a look before you tell us.
No. You can tell me.
Right, what do you reckon?
I reckon 17.
18, 12 on the nose.
Right,
Well
there you
done,
go.
mate.
Thanks, G.
Beautiful fish.
Nice one.
Fantastic.
Right. That's good.
That's brilliant.
Right, we've got some cameras.
Right, we're just about to release that. Oh no, it's off. Oh no, he's still there. We've got another fish on. I can hear a bait runner. Do you want your fish?
I don't know.
You got him?
Got it? Yeah.
This is chaos. Right, where's the net? Right, come behind you.
Yep. don't think it's very big.
You said that before.
No, it doesn't feel.
I knew I could hear a bait runner.
It's just coming in, mate.
I could definitely hear a reel going. I was like, where's that coming from?
I put it round because it had to obviously pull round by the tree.
Yeah.
Here it comes, mate.
Here it comes. Yeah, it's not as big as your last one, mate. Whee! In the net.
They're good colour, aren't they?
Still quite green. Ugh. Mate, this has got weight to it as well. This is not a small fish neither. This isn't a small fish neither, you know.
Really? Okay.
Right. There you go. I'll let you deal with him because I'm still bleeding from your last one, you bugger. There's your pliers there. There's your scales. There you go, guys. There's the scores from last time. I reckon he's about 12 or 14 maybe. What's going on there? There you go, that's that first one out, is it?
Yeah, there is.
Do you want to get G's curved ones or those straight ones, alright?
This should be okay, mate. Let's get that.
He's going to kick. He's going to kick.
Yeah. And there's the other one.
Perfect.
There we go. Textbook unhooking.
That was a lot easier. Just need to watch that flying in your net.
Oops. If you leave that, I'll get the other net if you want to let it recover.
Yeah, just move that out of the way, Rich. I'll put him straight in mine.
Yeah.
Yay, there's a fish in my net. Well done, mate.
Well, I think it's more luck than judgment where you fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely colour. Very, very nice colour. Yeah. That's a small female.
Yeah.
12 and a half.
What, 12 and a half, 14. What did you think? Callum?
12.
13.7.
There you go. Pictures, guys.
Fantastic. Oh, smack bang, what a picture, what a photograph.
Another reasonable pen.
Well done, mate.
Okay.
Nice one.
We release you.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, got him.
Yep.
Mad how just like that they start feeding.
Yeah, crazy. He's good to go already. See you, my friend. Well done, mate. Right guys, that's us done. It's a wrap. We're losing the light. It's getting bloody cold. My hand won't stop bleeding from somebody else's fish. So from myself, from Rich, from Callum, thanks for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Well done, Rich. 3 beautiful fish, mate.
Cheers, bud.
Is that 18 anywhere near a PB?
No.
No, no. Don't be daft. It's just a tiller.
Put 10 on that.
Put another 10. Yeah, no one likes to show off.
No. No.
Guys, thanks for joining us. Stay safe and tight lines.
Tight lines, guys.
Tight lines, guys.
Cheers.